Right. Evening, everyone. I'm Professor McCoy. Welcome back. Ah, there it is. Welcome back to Expedition 33. Been a little while. I did a little bit off stream of just sort of exploring and stuff, and I found a really challenging boss that we're going to watch me struggle through together. And maybe, just maybe, I will be able to yap a little bit while we're fighting it, or maybe it will be far too difficult, and I will just, not be able to do that. I'm going to turn the game down very slightly for you guys. See, it's kind of peaking a little bit. Okay. Let's see if I can apply defenseless. Right? Yeah, let's try it. Okay, I hit one of them. That's good news. Okay, let's try and wildfire. Okay, that sucks. Okay. Caster stance. Yeah, let's set up a heal on everyone.
I'll do it.
What?
It likes you.
Okay. Shall we try again? This is gonna be, this is gonna be, a lot of tonight. Okay, I hit one of them, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. What the hell? I didn't hit any of them. I hit one. Good news, the middle one. And heavy stance. High break damage. I'm gonna shoot once. Weakness. Slack punches on you. Dodged. Hit. Dodged a lot. Okay, fine.
I'm ready.
How did I miss this? That's hell. Good hit. That, are you serious? Alright, I'm gonna focus fire the middle one, I guess. I don't know.
I won't lose again.
And I got nothing because the charm means I can't parry. Are you serious? Okay. Havoc Phoenix says this looks like Final Fantasy with J.J. Abrams' camera work. Okay, I can see what you're getting at with the camera work. I understand that. That does make sense. Yeah. Oh, the old dodge. Okay, that's wonderful. Mostly just because it is. Stance. Let's go. None of them have. Okay, just hit the middle one. Mostly just because it is. How do I put this? It's dynamic because it focuses on each character as they're going. It's all very turn-based. You can see the sort of initiative counter over on the left-hand side, which is a problem because I have 4 of them coming before I can go again at all, which is.
I'll do it.
Really?
Dance.
Oh, really?
I'll do it.
Foolish
Okay, I got nothing on this. Okay. It's not just that they rolled well on initiative, they have higher speed than I do. You know what? I'm just going to by the way, I'm not just, by the way, just so you know. So you don't sass me. Because otherwise you might. I'm turning this down. Can I... There's no... I hate that there's no custom difficulty. Because I don't mind... I don't mind high enemy damage. That's fine. It's the parry timing that is just killing me. Alright, I'm going to try and fight this on easy and see how it does. On story mode. You were Arius and Chromatic Ballet as Santa Claus. Yeah, yeah, that is actually, yeah, that's unfortunately a good comparison. That did not. Okay, hit one.
Sweet taste of battle.
Caster Sands. Yeah, let's set up a heal.
Go hit them back.
Take cover.
What?
Brace yourselves.
Energized.
It's a good
Your
hit.
turn to shine.
Okay, I dodged. Great, I dodged. That's wonderful. I'm glad I dodged. Linnea's next. She has fourth. Okay, I'm gonna just shoot the hell out of that one. That'll work, and I will use a revive. Well, my three characters look like a 5th edition D&D party without a session 0. Everyone looks very wacky and different. That is very true. Also, to be fair, I will also add that their styles of dress could not be more different. We have Luné, who's basically in just like fancy civilian clothes. We've got Bael over on the side, the like 16-year-old girl in expeditioner gear, and then you have Monkey. I love Monkey. Let's see if we can try and push this one. That did fuck all. Oh, great.
Energized.
Good. Oh, shoot. I still missed the parry. I can't do any skills, but that's fine. I don't need to. I'm just going to shoot the frick out of it. Okay. Good to know.
Let's start.
Your turn to dance.
That's better.
Oh. Okay, so the parry window is not that forgiving. I'm still frozen. Okay, that's good. Shoot.
Energized.
Multiple turns.
Your turn to dance.
Good. Okay, good. I like that. That was nice. Rain of Fire. It's only a one shot. I can break either of these two, really. Maybe I should do the middle one. I'll do this one. But how much is that going to... This is going to take 5. I need to shoot it twice. Bang, bang. Rain of Fire. Let's try it.
I'm
Good
ready.
news.
I'll
Okay.
do it. Danger!
No, actually, nothing to do. Definitely not that monkey. Not Sun Wukong. Monoko is actually what's called a gestural. If you don't know the lore of this game, I don't either. Doesn't make sense. I've put like 40 hours into this game, and I still don't know the lore, so bear with me here. it's very mysterious. But he is one of these like paintbrush puppet creatures. As you can see, he's kind of mechanical. But for some reason, he wears like fur clothing to look monkey-like. And his all of his abilities and such are imitating. He basically takes on the forms of and uses these the monster creatures. I'm gonna Pellerin. Oh, I can't Pellerin heal, can I? I can try and break. No. Furry with superpowers, if you want to think of it that way. Yeah, kind of, maybe, sort of, if you want. By the way, the more forgiving parry timing is helping tremendously, but maybe not enough. We'll see. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's just go for it. Ooh. There we go. Wait, it didn't break? Shoot. Okay. I'm not going to parry it. I'm going to dodge. I'm going to Terraquake. Sure. Fine. I'm going to Swift Stride.
From fire.
Hell, they're all fine.
Brace yourselves.
Shoot.
Your turn to dance. Your turn to dance. What lovely feet.
Also, this is not going to help or superpowers allegations, but the thing he just said actually does make sense in context. he steals the feet from these monsters in order to use their powers. That is what he's carrying on his back. I love this character. He's patently absurd. That's kind of the fun part. Let's just try this again. Same thing. Okay, that didn't help at all.
Chroma is flowing.
Oh, good. Okay. Literally Mario and Luigi RPG, but way cooler. Okay, yes, I will agree about way cooler. But it is just an RPG, you know? RPGs are kind of RPGs. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna try Mayhem. I don't have enough action points. Ah, shoot. Okay, fine. Then I'll just revive my else.
You don't get to die yet.
Okay. Monkey singing Footloose while he's sawing off a monster's foot. Yeah, pretty much. That's what's going on, basically. Yeah, absolutely. That's how this works. Can anything break? I don't have anything. Oh, Florette Fury can break. If it hits, which it won't. Let's try it. Oh! Oh, that didn't help. Okay, never mind. Counterattack. Okay, I'm in heavy stance, which is very good. I'm gonna try and do the same thing. Damn it. They're dodgy bastards, which is not great. Oops, missed one. Okay. Wait. Are they taking away my action points? Is that what's going on here? I think that's what's going on.
Prepare to meet your end.
Wow, that's rough. I don't like that very much. I don't like that sort of thing. Phoenix says, much like Mario and Luigi RPGs, this game has the dynamic menus, quick time events, and cool animations. The only thing that's missing is Luigi shooting an neoliberal. Wait. What? Hold on. I may need an explanation there. I mean, that puts me into virtuoso stance. Sure.
You can't escape.
I hit once. That's good. Again.
Minoko, parry!
Watch out, Minoko.
Refreshed. Feel energized.
Ah, damn it.
A bit of violence, yes.
Okay, caster stance. I'm gonna set up another heal.
Permit me to help.
Some help.
It likes you.
That's better. Ready to go.
Ooh! It's a good hit.
Ready to go.
And a lot of damage for being resistant. Oh, that one's resistant to fire. Oh, color coding. Right, of course it is. Of course it's resistant to fire. Why would it not be? Boo. That one's barely damaged. But I'm gonna try and kill off this one first. Ah, good.
Let's keep going.
Dodged. It's stunned. How did it dodge? Such bullshit. Such bullshit.
Thunder.
Parry it!
Time to bleed.
That one's dead. Great.
Anga!
Okay, I can't do much. Per se. Dodge. Okay, great.
Lune, watch
What's that?
out!
The storm is coming. Prepare to meet your end.
Ready to parry.
Whoa! That actually works. I can't believe it. To quote JRPG Plato, bigger number equals bigger opinion. Okay, look. Plato was a soldier, a warrior, and a well-renowned wrestler. He was a big old tough guy. So yeah, bigger number means bigger opinion. 100%, absolutely. Can't disagree with that. Fuckers dodging. I hate
Let's
this.
spill some ink.
Alright, I'm in defensive stance. I can't rain of fire. Swift Stride would... Wait a minute, hold on. That puts me into Virtuoso stance, which I want. Because I can then... I can't Flare Fury. Oh, good.
Okay.
Good evening, Imsef. How you doing? This is all status effects and heals all allies. Now, I'm in a Tremor. No, wait, no. I Earth damage all enemies. One hit. Lose enemy shields. I don't actually need that. Tree of Life. I don't need healing either. I just need to frick him up. That's what I need to do.
Thunder.
Hit him a little.
Your turn to dance.
Whew. Okay, max damage for now.
Energized.
That's good. Let's see, what can this do? Mighty Strike, high dark damage, 2 hits. Goes to Almighty Mask. I'm gonna first Chevalier Piercing, so I get a free... Or no, Abyss Wound. times wind. Okay, well, it's worth trying. I get a free action. I'm going to Mighty Strike. And I missed. Of course I missed. What?
Precision.
Okay, my... Jesus,
Ready
these
to evade.
parries are amazing.
Let us stay.
Oh, shoot. That's very bad. Wait, what?
Ready to evade.
Let's spill some ink.
Fine. Not great. That did nothing. Perfect quick time event, and still missed. Yes, exactly. Wow, that was horrible.
Energized.
There it is. Okay, so the reason. Okay, Catholic Phoenix. This is a mechanical reason. There's a mechanical reason behind this. How I missed, despite the perfect quick time event. The quick time event decides bonus and critical damage, as well as like whether it triggers multiple strikes or not. Things like that. Wait, there's nothing back here. I did this purely for funsies. Okay. I hate when there's a boss fight for no apparent reason. Oh god. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I am gonna switch difficulty back though. Where was that? There was a save point right here, wasn't there? A heal point? Thought there was. Whatever. Victos. Don't want to mess with that yet. Actually, maybe I do. It's the dodge mechanic, their dodge mechanic, the enemy dodges, that really only happens, any of them, you have shields. Now let's just do this.
A storm is coming. Ice shatter.
A resistant. I didn't realize that. Floating or like flying enemies automatically dodge.
Lune, watch out!
Really?
Let's dance.
It likes you.
Am I just not?
Ready to evade.
Warriors are the dance.
There we go.
Foolish move.
Wow, I was way too early on those. Okay, that wasn't great.
Take down their shields.
A storm is coming. The expedition's not over.
Your turn to dance. Your turn to dance.
Are you serious? What is happening here? There we go.
That's more like it. Wow.
Oh,
That's more like it.
I did not see that. I did not see the second one coming.
Yes, I'd love a dance.
There we go.
Energized.
Yeah, let's pump back.
What's more now? A bit bigger. Your turn. Feel energized.
So yeah, flying enemies dodge. Standard attacks. That's why.
Invigorating.
Combo counter.
So
Thanks.
much potential.
Okay, cool. There we go. That did it. Okay then. Sweet. Let's get a healing potion again. A whole bunch of dead expeditioners. Interesting. A bit horrifying. You know what? I'm just going to avoid it. Oh, wait, there's a thing up there. Interesting. What is that? There's someone standing over there by a gate. I need to see that. Okay, yeah, let's just... Yeah, that's fine.
A storm is coming.
Let's electrify that one.
Thunder.
Oh, resistant? Really?
Lovely feet.
Okay, well, Chevalier Piercing. A lot of damage.
I'm ready.
Ready to carry.
Danger.
Oh, too slow.
Take down their shields.
A bit of violence, yes.
Oh, shoot. What hits everyone? Do I have any AoEs? No. Balance fast. Increase damage. Increase damage, increase damage. Let's see if this finishes it off. Yay!
What lovely feet.
Caster Sands. Sweet. Heller and heal.
Go hit them back.
It's better.
Prepare to meet your end.
There we go. You will ruin these monsters as postmodernism ruined the D&D alignment system. Ah, well, okay. Here's something. Okay, I will actually address that in a moment after I talk to Faceless Boy here. You breathe? I thought her paintings took you all. I wish I could understand why she does that. Who are you talking about? She's always been there from the moment I was born. Could you find her? Maybe she'll talk to you. Ask her why she killed them all. We'll try to find her. Thank you. part of her is around here. Wait, sorry, what? Please find her. Where can we find her? She's around here in this forest. Well, but there's a gate. Can I go through the gate? Who is she? Who is her? Not the paintress? Okay, so, alright, your point here of, postmodernism ruining the D&D alignment system. I will say, first of all, that the alignment system had its flaws from the beginning. It was not, it was no perfect system. It did not exactly map onto a perfectly reasonable set of distinctions. Right, the good and evil, lawful, chaotic as separate axes is particularly odd. Especially for a D&D setting.
Blade cut through the place.
Let the ink flow.
For like a heroic fantasy setting, that is particularly strange. Alright, let's in caster stance. We should just Pellerin heal. I might as well set up a nice heal. A nice regen and speed increase.
Let's dance.
Oof. Okay, that wasn't great. Okay.
Invigorating.
Okay. Whoops. Absorbed? I'm sorry, what?
Wow.
Try it again.
Let the ink flow.
Alignment system was originally just law versus chaos, with neutrality in the middle. Good and evil were added later because Gary Gygax explained with the first murder hobos. Yeah, okay, no, that actually does make sense, really. I don't like you.
Prepare to meet your end.
Done.
I'll do it.
That's not great. Done. That actually does make sense. I mean, especially just given that, I mean, we can draw from that the intention was never to have evil characters, right? The player characters were meant to be heroes, right? And that means good aligned, right? But lawful versus chaotic, it does make its own kind of sense, I suppose. But also, a couple of things about this. First of all, as much as I very often play characters on the chaotic side of things, I have come to find, as I've become more and more of a forever DM, that chaotic characters are very often excuses for being a bad player. Not always, but it happens. Is this the person the boy mentioned? Hey, Lady of Sap. We met a boy. He asked us to talk to you. Yes, why are your paintings taking us all? Is this like an icon of the painters or something? I do it for him. I do it for us. To respect what he created, what we created. What does that mean? It has gone silent again. We should report back to the boy. Fascinating. The other thing that I have kind of talked about before, by kind of, I mean, I actually did. I have talked about this. I have a clip of it somewhere. You can look it up on my channel. And this was I first talked about this. Jesus. I first talked about this some time ago in a, I believe it was when I was streaming Mass Effect Andromeda, so it was a couple years ago. Let me write this down so I don't forget to put a link to it somewhere. I have this thesis that the alignment chart, the standard D&D alignment chart, if you were to map it in 3 dimensions, is not a flat plane, or is not best depicted as a flat plane. What's that?
Good stuff.
What? Is not best depicted as a flat plane. Rather, it should be depicted as something more like a taco, where 2 opposite corners, that being chaotic evil and lawful good, kind of touch in the back, if you will. They loop back around to meet. That's, if you want to think of it as a horseshoe theory, you can. But that doesn't quite work with the other 2, with chaotic good and lawful evil. You cannot become so chaotic good that you become lawful evil, and vice versa. But you can become so lawful good that you become chaotic evil. Or vice versa. You can become so chaotic evil that the only way to be more subversive and destructive and dangerous is to become a blood for the blood god, and then ultimately good for the good god paladin. These 2 ultimately will sort of meet each other. But the real opposites are chaotic good and lawful evil. The other 2, like I said, they kind of form a continuum, almost a circle. Or at the very least, they form a horseshoe. Please find her. Ask her why she kills them. We found her. Really? What did she say? She's doing this for you, to respect what you created with her. But that's not what I wanted. Never. Please, maybe you can do it. Stop her paintings from erasing anymore. Be careful. Her paintings, huh? God. Okay. I keep... Once again, I have a lore question here, which is maybe a ludonarrative dissonance aspects. Maybe, if we want to think of it that way. But look at all these dead expeditioners. There's once again hundreds, if not thousands, of dead expeditioners. This is Expedition 33. It has been counting down from 99. Technically from 0, so basically Expedition 100. And there have been however many there were in each expedition. We should not, I'm sure we shouldn't assume more than a few dozen. But even if there was like 100 or more in a lot of these expeditions, like the sheer number of extant corpses is obscene. And that's also corpses that did not gommage, that were not, wiped away upon the annual cleansing of people a certain age or older. That is a sort of fundamental aspect of the setting. Like, it's very strange. Extremely strange. Now, I wonder if that is actually trying to tell us something, if that is actually a story point. That there are way more corpses than there should be. Or if it's just, it's just environmental. Just to spook you. I don't know. I honestly don't know which one, which is the more likely explanation. I will say, it is a good game, though, so far. I will also say, beyond that, yes, it's a good game, and I have talked a lot about this, that it is heavily, heavily flavored with existentialism throughout.
Christoph, Expedition 49.
49.
We can hold the line for another few days, but we need to find a way out. Our water supply is running dangerously low. Focusing our strategy around healing was a smart move. But we can't take down an Everin like this with our weak firepower and our backs against the wall. We can keep the fighters healed for quite some time, but not without water. Even with water, we'd eventually run out of stamina. For our allies who come after, sadly our lives may have proven that defense is both absolutely necessary and wholly insufficient.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep, Expedition 49, alright. What is going on? What is this? This has got to be a boss, right? What are you? Oh. What? Scavenger. Interesting. I'm guessing I can shoot it in the eyes, but I'm not sure. I kind of want to burn it. It's bound or something, maybe. I'm gonna ice lance it. That might work.
Ice.
Resistant. Okay, good to know.
Spill some ink.
Rain fire can't. I can Fencer's Fury. I can Breaking Rules. It doesn't have any shields. What's Fencer's Fury?
Cut through the flames.
Defenseless.
Your turn.
Next down.
Your turn.
Ready to parry.
Woo! That was a lot of. That was a lot. All right, let's set up a heal.
Permit me to help.
There we go.
Let us stain you.
Regenerating. Let's wildfire. Let's burn it. We have a Phoenix idea. Pines for the Aquinas mixed with Critical Role. I can see Trent Horn playing a wizard and Father Mike Smith as a paladin. Yeah. Yeah. I could also kind of see Father Mike as a ranger, though. He's got the, I don't know, the Boy Scoutishness of a sort of lawful good ranger, if you will.
I'll do it. Feeling better.
Oop, too slow. Okay. Yeah, Bolt Fury.
Good.
Marked. Okay, so let's try Electrify, I guess.
Thunder.
Resistant. What the fuck is it resistant to?
Brace yourselves.
A lot of magic. Not a fan of all that.
Grace.
Okay. Virtuoso Stance. Threat Fury. Yes.
This and precision. That's better.
Counter. Whew! Massive counter damage. Okay. What's going on? That was weird. I don't like that. Whatever that was, I don't care for it. Alright, everyone's still regenning. Catholic Phoenix sees what I mean. Father Mike has the jawline of a paladin, the attitude of a ranger. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I dig that. Mighty Strike. Okay, I'm gonna wait until I stun it somehow. Balanced. Might be good. I could just heal some. Oh no, I can't. I actually don't have the AP for it. It's already regenerating, so I don't really need to. It does not. No. Best wind. Low physical. Let's Stalakt punches it. This bastard is just like resistant to everything. I don't like that. All right, it's pretty good break
Okay.
damage. Let's wait. What's my? I have 6 AP. That's mayhem. What if I shooting it in the eye? See what happens. No, that didn't help much. That's weak to light. Interesting.
Okay.
What was that?
Please survive.
First gonna attack. Oh, so what?
Brace yourself.
Oh, goody.
Harry.
Oh, okay. Okay. Tree of Life.
Okay,
Yay!
let us stain then.
Alright, I need okay, use 4 pews. It's these stupid feckin' masks. Damn it. Okay, no, I have 5 left. Make
Prepare to meet your end.
Foolish.
Okay, keep going.
That's more like it.
Damn it! It had to be the last one I missed, right? Heck. Okay, Havest win. Why not?
What lovely feet.
A lovely feat indeed. Revive.
Oops.
Okay. Feeling better.
Okay, not bad. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Feeling better.
Really? I don't get a parry on that? Damn. Disappointing. Okay, Swift Ride. Let's go Virtuos. Okay. Burn it some more? Resistant. Ice 2. Terraquake. I can afford 3 shots. Shit. There's one more. I need to actually use this skill. Oh no, I still have 5. Okay. I need what? Oh, I need 5. Okay. Resistant to that too? Frick. Okay, that's not great. Shoot.
That's better.
Healed a little. That's good news. Caster stance. Let's set up another heal. Need it. Almost. Come back. Okay. Okay, I need to... Witch's Fury? Rain of fire. Screw it, rain of fire.
I'll do it.
Good counter. All right, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Mayhem again.
Sweet taste of battle.
Color and Regen rush. That's good. Damn it. Okay.
It likes you.
Take cover.
Energized. Wow.
Wow. All right. Ow. Not ideal. All right. Okay. Terraquake? Again? Go and set up another Terraquake. Burning a little. Yeah, I'm on a wildfire, which means I have 3 shots to kill the masks. Shoot. Okay, I have 2 more because I killed 1. That's it? It's all the masks. We're good. Sweet. Awesome. Wonderful. Wildfire. Burn harder. Let's revive my L.
Try again.
Okay, and then let's Swift Stride? Stanceless. Burning switch to Yes.
Ready to evade.
Was not able to attack there. That's unfair.
Looney, watch out!
Let the ink flow.
Okay.
Good.
Mayhem again.
Feel energized.
Yeah, I need to set up heal again.
Go hit them back.
Per se. Virtuose. I could just Florette Fury over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, I'm gonna just do that. Florette Fury. It's good damage. Alright, yeah, no, that's good.
Ready to go.
Your turn to dance. Time to bleed.
Heavy. That's good. Hybrid damage. What's it doing?
Feeling better.
Nothing. It's not doing anything. Cool. Alright, whatever. Electrify. Ice Lance? No, only save anything.
Finesse and grace.
Let's Florette Fury.
Finesse and precision.
Danger.
What?
Monocle.
Brace yourself.
What was that? Okay, sure, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Oh no.
A bit of violence.
It absorbs... great, that's not what I want. Medium single target physical. Single target physical damage pierces shields. Medium ice damage. Let's go with Rosher Hammering, I guess. Increase damage. Why not? Every little bit of extra damage will help. Let's go per se. There it is! Alright, sweet, we did it. We did it, boss! Yeah! Alright. "40 successful parries. Not bad. Not bad. We continue. We done it! We done it, boys! Everyone's fully healed. Oh, wait. Was that an Axon? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Was that an Axon? Was that one of the things I was supposed to be doing? Did I accidentally do the main quest? I might have accidentally done the main quest. I apologize. Work. Okay, cool. That happened. I might have just advanced the main quest. I don't think I did, but I'd better go to camp and see. Huh. Hey there, buddy. You succeeded. Thank you, thank you. Take this. It's a song she used to play me when we were together. Till next life. Fascinating. I'm gonna go talk to her and see what her deal is. See if she has anything more to say about this. Nah. No thanks. It's not talking. That's it. Nah. Don't wanna. Don't wanna there either. I do like that you can basically avoid mobs if you really want to. But not if you want to actually go to certain areas. They do block things off from time to time. It makes the various backtracking a lot more tolerable, frankly. Okay, so hold on. No, here are the two axons. There are the two axons. Okay, that's what I need to do. That's my actual plot point. What's this? I'll go check that out. It's a while. That's a ways down there, but. Right, SKA, let's go.
Time for swim, swim.
Time for swim, swim. I could fight that thing. But I won't. Because I don't honestly think I could beat it. I'll say mostly just because the last time I even vaguely tried it, absolutely wrecked me. The white tree. There. Oh, this is the Gestural Beach. That's all. Right? Then what's right over there? By the way, there is. God, it is. We're oddly close to Lumiere. That is, you know, the city we came from. The not quite Paris. Gestural Arena. No. Gestural Beach. This is one we've already done, I think.
Let us get wet.
What is the white tree over yonder? Forget what was here. I know we've checked this out before, but only vaguely. Oh no, it's just a scene. Gorgeous though. Anyway, so something I kind of wanted to talk about is that I have been encountering more and more difficulties lately with collectivism. And I've been noticing that collectivism, as a sort of ideological framework, has been more and more obviously at the root of a lot of problems. Let's just try it. Danger probably just means a sub-boss, which is fine. An optional boss. Who's that? Well, I'll yap a little bit before I... these are gestural parts, pieces, and perhaps corpses. I'll yap a little bit before this, but yeah, I've come to realize that once again, as if I haven't realized this before, just how insidious collectivism is. This idea of thinking of collectives or groups as things, as beings, as containing essences, and thus being imputable with moral responsibility and having causal power. All of this is so much nonsense. Of course, only the individual acts, only the individual thinks. Secondary substances exist, but in a secondary sense, in a more distant sense. That is to say, collectives exist as something like a final cause, something that their members do together. It's like a task or an action more than it is like a thing. Now, what brought this up? What brought this to my mind? First of all, a little conversation that me and John were having on Discord about. I don't know if you saw Freedom Tunes' latest video about. Which was really funny, as he always is, and he made a point, but it also misses something I think crucial. If you haven't seen the video, the basic premise is that it's a burglar breaks into somebody's house. Dad goes out with a baseball bat, and the rest of the family's like, "Oh no, you can't beat up this poor person who's just here to. He's just He's a new house guest. It's not because it's only because we didn't provide him with. He only broke in because we didn't provide him with a reasonable way into the house. Basically, it's an illegal immigration allegory, right? And I pointed out, okay, cool, but who owns the house? Right, the family does, or the father does, or whatever. Okay, cool. Who owns the country? Bunch of people. Bunch of different people own different parts of the country, which is my point. And he was pushing back on me that, no, well, the American people own the country, but that has a problem, which is that it attributes 2 layers of ownership, which should be mutually exclusive. You have the people that own the whole country, and I, who own my house, which is part of the country, which is owned by the American people, which is me, but it's also you. That muddies the concept of ownership. And if the concept of ownership is muddied to that degree, then we don't actually have ownership anymore. It's commie gobbledygook, as the wonderful Mark McDonald said. And really, it is only a problem because of this layering. You can have a coherent mode of ownership that is collective in a sense. Right? You can have a corporation that owns something. You can have a family that owns something. You can even have like an agreement between co-equal partners that own something. But first of all, something on the size of a nation state, a modern nation state, to own something is patently absurd, because that there's no real mechanism for agreement and management of the thing, nor a way of withdrawing. But then also, there's this layering problem where it seems like the state or the people or whatever, I'll pretend those are the same thing for a minute, sillily, where the people own all of this, but I own part of it, and that means that I have limits on what I can do to my property, which means it's not my property. Right? Property is sovereign. Right? That's kind of the point of property, is that I have the sole proprietorship, right? I have the sole right to decide what is done with that property, and if I don't, then I don't own it. It's owned by the collective. It's owned by the people, whatever kind of model you want for this, right? It's some version of socialism. Okay, but the other thing that has been bugging me about this is about genocide. And this has been, I guess, kind of in the zeitgeist, unfortunately. Mostly with the conflicts surrounding, on the one hand, Israel and what Israel is doing to Gaza and the Palestinians. And the question of, is it genocide? Or is it not? And then the further question of anyone who says yes to the previous question immediately gets called a Holocaust denier for allegedly disconnected reasons, because they say things that maybe they told a joke 10 years ago on a podcast with Richard Spencer. I'm sorry, I have to bring this up because the example that comes to mind particularly is the debate, if you want to call it that, between Dave Smith and Alex Berenson, the COVID skeptic guy, who I thought I had a lot of respect for until this, who kept repeatedly on this debate. He had the moderator repeatedly play a clip from an interview that Dave Smith did literally 10 years ago, in 2015, with Richard Spencer, the white nationalist, the actual sort of Nazi. Sort of Holocaust denier, where he said something. He made a joke about how Richard Spencer is like, well, if they somehow cured autism, that'd be a real Holocaust for libertarians, because libertarianism causes autism, or vice versa, probably vice versa. Autism leads one to be more libertarian or something like that. And then Dave said something like, yeah, but the difference is this one was real. And they share a laugh, which is funny because Richard Spencer actually denies the Holocaust. It's funny because it's making fun of him, not making fun of the millions of people who died. right? And so apparently this means that Dave Smith is a Holocaust denier, and but of course everyone saw through this because it's retarded. But they actually did get into a bit of a conversation about, okay, do you accept the Holocaust happened? Was it a genocide? Right? Okay, cool. Right, fine. Yeah, of course, yes. Obviously. But then he says, they start arguing about Daryl Cooper, who I also like and respect a great deal. He's brilliant independent scholar, who is apparently a Holocaust denier by the definition of the, the Holocaust Remembrance Society or something? Something like this. Some kind. It's an Israeli organization, but it focuses specifically on the intentionality of destroying a people as such, destroying the Jews qua a people. Now, hot take. Ready? I hope you're ready. It's an extremely hot take. I think that genocide, or what makes mass murder into genocide, does not actually make it any ethically worse than mass murder. I think that, and that is because, and I think that this is more or less the position, not stated as such, but this is more or less the position that Dave Smith is arguing for. He's like, I don't care if it's a genocide, it's mass murder, so it's bad, so why do we care? Why does it matter that they're trying to exterminate a people? Because, the reason that he doesn't see such a difference, and I don't really, I explicitly don't, is because peoples aren't a thing. They aren't things. They're collections of things. Collections of persons. It's the persons that matter. Peoples, if they exist, are transitory, are momentary, are accidental. They don't really matter. It's the particular persons who are murdered that matter. And if you go killing innocent people, I don't care why you do it, it's wrong. It's one of the worst things you can do. Your motive isn't that significant, right? Murdering someone, or murdering a lot of people, committing mass murder for the purpose of genocide is very similar to what we would call a hate crime. Right? You're killing somebody or attacking somebody or whatever because you harbor some kind of racial prejudice. You're a racist or what have you. Okay, that's bad, but it's bad because you're committing a crime against someone. It's not bad because you have stupid ideas, right? Which is the same thing that's going on in the case of genocide, I would argue. That in order to try to commit genocide, you have to have in the forefront of your mind something that doesn't exist as the object of your action, that is, a people. You're trying to destroy a people. You're trying to destroy something that does not have any existence of its own, that is only a sort of gestalt quality. An emergent quality of persons. And maybe that's a bad motive, but it's a bad motive of the sort that's a stupid motive, not an evil motive. It's like it's the same way how, for example, hey Adam, how you doing? It's the same way how say conducting human sacrifices to appease false gods is not an evil motive, because you're not knowingly and intentionally worshipping demons. You might wind up being worshipping demons, but set that aside, right? Your intention is not evil, it's stupid. Your intention, your end, is something that does not exist. It's something nebulous, it's something foggy. And so, same as the case of a hate crime, right? You hate a race, which is something that isn't real. A race is just a bunch of individuals that share secondary characteristics, accidental characteristics typically, or at least at most properties. And then say a genocide is, well, it's bad because it's mass murder. Your reason for committing mass murder is a stupid reason. It's not a more evil reason than mass murder for the sake of consolidation of power, or mass murder for the sake of land acquisition, or mass murder because I hate people and I want them to die, right? That's just as bad. It just might not, it might be a different kind of bad, but it's just as bad. So again, I'm not actually convinced. I'm coming more and more to think that that genocide is not actually any worse than mass murder. It's just a particular motive for mass murder, and it's a particularly stupid motive for mass murder. Now, there aren't any good motives for mass murder, just to clarify that, but it's a dumb one. It's a particularly dumb one. It's a conceptually confused one. And I think part of why people like Dave Smith and Daryl Cooper, and myself for that matter, up until this sort of realization, I think part of the reason why none of us really saw the difference between the Holocaust qua destruction of the Jews as a people versus the Holocaust qua mass murder, right? Because Daryl Cooper has talked extensively about the horrors of the Holocaust and the horrifying mass murders that were conducted by the Nazis, and how utterly destructive it was, and how terrible it was to do all of that to innocent people. All of these things. But if he says that, well, maybe the intention was, or maybe the intention wasn't, he's sort of agnostic as to what the intention was, whether they were trying to exterminate the Jews as a people, or whether they were just trying to expand Lebensraum, or they were trying to find a particularly convenient cultural scapegoat, or trying to eliminate subversives, or they had prisoners who were enemies of the state that they needed to get rid of, or whatever the motive might be. For somebody like Daryl Cooper, it doesn't matter, because he doesn't think in collectives. He doesn't think of peoples, he thinks of persons. Just like we all should. I think that is kind of at the core of this Holocaust denial kerfuffle that's been going on lately. So what do you think? Am I onto something here? Am I crazy? Am I a Holocaust denier? What do you think? A fountain! Chroma's waste. Pouring 5,000 chroma? Yeah. See what happens. Must minds created by man be considered false? False? No. Must minds be created by man be considered false? I assume that means fictional minds. Oh, well, I'm glad. Thank you, Adam. I'm at least the good kind of crazy. Not the Nazi kind. Oh, gosh. But, yeah. Okay, so this actually is an interesting question. Is Lunae false? Truth is not a binary. Truth and falsity are not a binary. Truth, just like any transcendental, admits of degrees, just like being. Lunae exists. How I know that is that I can say true and false things about Lunae. I can say that Lunae is blonde. I can say that Lunae is from Lumiere and is a member of Expedition 33. I can say that that she wears her Pictos on her face and left arm. That's the tattoos and stuff. I can say true things and I can say false things, right? Like she's blonde, or that Lunae is 6'5". Right? I can say false things too. That tells you that she is real, but not as real as I am or you are, right? She's fictional. She's not as real. She's not as true, but that doesn't mean she is false. To say that Lunae is a real person, that's false. To say that she is fully and truly a person, that's false. But that's the truth of a proposition. The mind, the woman, is true, but only partially. Not fully. Adam asks, how can being come in degrees? Doesn't being just mean existence, a binary, to be or not to be, to quote Shakespeare? No. No, absolutely not. The fictional being is the perfect example, I think. But also, what's an example of this? Fine. Here. I got sticky notes. Oh, they disappear on camera. Darn it. Sorry. But here, I have, what? Okay, weird. But suppose I have a couple of sticky notes. I have one. I have two. They both work. Great. Good so far. Oh no. Is that still a sticky note? No, I ripped it in half. I throw this half away even. Put it in my trash can. The sticky note on my right is still a sticky note. It's still real. It still exists. It still has being. But it has less than this one. It has less being in material terms. There's less of it there, just physically. But it's also less of a sticky note. Right? It's less fully and completely what it is. Its being is less fully fulfilled. And so being here, even within the same type of object, can be of 2 degrees here. We have the fully real, the fully extant thing, in this case sticky note, and the less fully real, less extant sticky note. This exists less than this one. Now, let's get rid of the trash one. Which is more real? The sticky note or me? Obviously I am, right? There's more true, there's more real, there's more existent, and there's more potency. Sorry, not potency. Yeah, actually, more potency and more actuality to me than there is to the sticky note. I exist as a greater sort of being than that does. And so I exist more and more fully than a scrap of paper with adhesive on the back does. Okay, cool. With me so far? Hope so. Cool. Great. And not just the... Okay, so Adam says being comes to degrees via the amount of matter. Well, that's one part, but there's more aspects of being than that. And, what's... Here's you. Here's your name. I don't know if you can read this. Which is more correctly said to be a name tag? Your name tag. Is it the one... I hope I remember which one I wrote correctly. Is it the one that's spelled correctly with neater handwriting? Or the one that is misspelled and written as if I were grasping a crayon in my fist? Qua name tag, this one, the one with the nice handwriting and spelled correctly, even though they're approximately the same amount of matter, they're both a sticky note plus some ink. They give or take about the same amount of matter. This one's more real than this one. This one exists more fully, right? Hold on. Yeah. I can't see it on my screen, so you'll forgive me. But this one exists more fully. It is, darn it, is more truly your name tag than this one is. It exists more fully, and therefore it is also better the better instance. It's a better thing. It's a better name tag. And then it's also more true about you. Like if you were wearing this one, well, it has your name spelled correctly, that would tell me more truly about you than the one with your name spelled poorly, because I, misspelled it. Make sense? Kind of, maybe? Let me write something down. Yep. Adam, could we say that a unicorn has less being than you, than me, because it's imaginary and I exist in reality? Yes. Yeah, we would absolutely say that. Just like I was saying with Lune, right? Lune exists, but less fully so than a real person, like me. Right? This is kind of at the root of Anselm's ontological argument, by the way. That existence admits of degrees, that existence is not an all or nothing binary quality. And you've pondered this question. Yeah, including us. We're pondering it right here, ain't we? Honestly, I will say, the metaphysics of fiction is a fascination of mine and has been for years. It's... I don't know if anyone actually quite gets it right. I did a lot of research on it, but that research was going on 10 years ago now, so there might have been some developments in it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm putting together what I take to be a roughly Anselmian account of what I think would be an Anselmian account of fictional beings, but he never lays this out. I don't think any medievals do, to my knowledge. Like, what is a literary figure? Great example, right? The example I often use, the sort of stock example for the literature and the metaphysics of fiction is not William Shakespeare. That was your example. Is Sherlock Holmes, right? What can you say about Sherlock Holmes? Can you say that Sherlock Holmes lives in 221B Baker Street? Yes, absolutely. Can you say that Sherlock Holmes is an English detective? Private detective? Yes. Can you say that that Sherlock Holmes is a mouse? Maybe? Can you say that Sherlock Holmes lives in London and was working throughout the early part of the 21st century? Maybe? Because then the question arises, is The Great Mouse Detective a movie about Sherlock Holmes? Is Sherlock a series about Sherlock Holmes? Or are they different? Are they something else? Is the Sherlock, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, a different character, a different thing, than, say, the Sherlock Holmes written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle? Or, say, the Sherlock Holmes played by Peter Cushing? Right? It was Peter Cushing, right? In the old BBC, I think it was BBC, the old series. I think it was him. Anyway, these questions utterly fascinate me, like where those lines are drawn. You have to delineate what are essential and accidental properties of a thing that doesn't quite fully exist. Like, that fascinates the hell out of me. I love that kind of stuff. I love these questions, and I don't have fully developed answers to them, frankly. Which I don't know. I love questions that I can't fully answer yet. Usually, sometimes I hate those. Like, philosophy of time bothers me because it's the difference between questions that make me giddy and want to think more about it, and questions that give me a headache and want me to just tell everyone around me to shut up and stop asking me about it. Which is philosophy of time stuff. Sorry, I hate it. I'm actually something of an expert just because I get asked about it a lot. It's a vicious cycle, but I've actually done a fair amount of research on the nonsense, but I still don't like it. Most have understood its complexity. What? No. No, most people have not understood the complexity of the metaphysics of fiction. When I tell people there is literature on the subject, most people are like, why would people write about that? That's silly. Whoever wrote this line has not spent time around enough normal people. Whoever wrote this line lives in a philosophy department. Like, they sleep on the couch in the faculty lounge of a philosophy department. Adam says, I would say the two Holmeses are two different beings, because they exist in two different forms of media. I don't agree with that at all. Okay, this actually leads me to another fascinating little distinction that I've made that is wildly controversial, but here we go. I think that two things can be of the same species, but of different genera. In other words, of a different genus. For example, if I were to pull up, say, this physical copy of Anselm's 3 Philosophical Dialogues, which I happen to have on my desk, I almost always do, and I were to pull up an ebook version of the same text, is it the same text? Is it the same book? Different forms of media. It is different genera in that sense. It's a book versus software. Those are radically different. Or if you want to be like that, it's a codex versus a PDF or EPUB file. I forget which version I have. Again, the material cause is very different. The formal cause is quite different because the pages are not all the same. The way you access it and the way you interact with it is very different. The words are all the same. Or are they? They mean the same thing. That's only because we know syntactic meaning. Right? They are not the same in the sense that they look the same because one is on a screen. But is it? It's not right now. Now it's just data. The words are there. If you're not looking at them, the words on the pages in the middle here are there. They don't look the same at all. They're two different Anselm books, because one is a book and the other is a PDF. Jesus, tell that to the publisher. Tell that to all the people who are always accusing me of data piracy for freely sharing the PDF version with my students. Tell that to my students to whom I assign this book and give them a PDF of it. No, I think they're the same thing. Different kinds of thing, but the same thing. And I do also, in terms of metaphysics of fiction, I do think that you can have the same character portrayed across different media. And it can be the same character. For a great example of this, Star Wars. Okay? Is the character of Luke Skywalker the same character across the movies, books, and video games? I'm ignoring the TV shows because the Disney version is in fact a different character than the EU version. So I'm just sticking to EU here, but within the same continuity, is it the same character that appears in the films, in the books, and in the games, and in the comics? I would argue, of course it is. Same character. Otherwise, you can't say that all of this happened to Luke Skywalker. You can't maintain a solid continuity across different forms of media. I think you absolutely can. I think that Star Wars did for, what, 25 years? Something like that? Which is quite something. Then again, I think you might, maybe it's because you're approaching this from a more literary angle. I can see there being an important distinction there. I don't know. I think they have to be the same character, or they have to be the same thing. Under that circumstance. I think it becomes more complicated when you have diverging cannons, so to speak. But alas, not all. Okay, there we go. Alas, not all. Yeah, there are people who don't think this is a good question. Long had they thought the answer was obvious. But the more they pondered, the more they consumed them whole. Interesting.
What is this? A cryptic story dispenser?
Oh! Oddly found the last time Chroma poured inside, the fountain began to speak. 10,000! Yeah, let's do it. Grief is not a burden that needs to be carried alone. Agreed. Still, it has broken the minds of many, correct? With profound consequences.
Actually, I found it quite interesting. Could we try it again?
See, I knew I liked Lunae. She's philosophical. She likes these questions. Last time, the fountain began to speak. 25,000! Oh, God, okay. Such a beautiful painting, tainted by suffering. Would that they go back to those days. In the face of countless trials, families reunite. They overcome. Okay. Odd-looking fountain. 50,000. I can't afford this. I'll come back. I'll come back. Save up some chroma and come back. I have to remember where this is, though. Why does it tell me there was that this was dangerous? Red Woods. Interesting. Alright, Esquier, let's go! Okay. What's this? Don't know how to get there. Stone Wave Cliffs. A big old painting. Flying thingy. A mountain. The meadows. The small Bergian. Okay. Good deal, huh? Artiste. For Ciel and Lunae. Yeah. Ta-da. Is this the small Bergian? That. Oh, right. I need to come back. I needed to come back to this. Yeah, look, it's our friend. We helped this guy. Look, big size. Like brother. You grew up fast. Do all of you do this? No. Was broken. Humans fix me? Want you take. Reward. Warp. Is this it?
What have we here?
Mother of Lumina, huh? So you aren't going to see your mistress? Me felt mistress, but what I see up, not mistress. Regent. What? Regent? Who's this regent? Mistress, paint us. Regent tends us. She watches. There. Sky. So you aren't going to see your mistress? Hey. What? Interesting. Adam is rereading Augustine's Confessions, leading up to his feast day. Yeah, that is coming up. I found that infancy quote you mentioned on stream. Still my favorite stream we've done together. That was, yes. See, I told you, Augustine said this. I was not kidding. And also, he makes a good point out of it, too. Right? He points out that anyone who has been a child can know with moral certainty that original sin exists. That original sin is very real. Who was it that said more recently that original sin is the surest doctrine of Christianity? Is that Fulton Sheen? Oop, I don't want to fight you guys. No, thank you. Thought I remembered that being Fulton Sheen. A portiere. Some of those guys. Yeah, it was Sheen? Okay. Flowing waters, huh? There wasn't anything more for me to do in Flying Waters, I don't think. Like Quarry, I've been there. Do I have to go through Flying Waters to get back here? I kind of want to get back here. Oh, no, I can swim back around, maybe? I kind of want to get back to, like, Spring Meadows and see whatever... And you know what? No, I'm going to swim over. I'm going to see whatever that was. Because there was a danger sign on it, but I want to see. Eskier's Nest. You know what? I'm going to go visit What's-His-Face. Go visit What's-His-Face. Why not? Francois. Oh, what are you doing here? Hello. Oh, you were the guardian guy who I just yelled at. Francois' cave. Bonjour, Francois. You can give him back his stinking stone. I don't care, no scram. That's it. Oh man, I wanted to visit Francois. Well, maybe he had something to contribute. Guess not. Let's get out of here. Adam asks, do you know of anyone who's written a philosophy of literature? All I can think of is Aristotle's Poetics on Drama. Depends on what you mean by philosophy of literature. Yeah, depends on what you mean exactly. What's this? Oh. Yeah. It's, oh, this was stuff for, Gustav, isn't it? It's kind of depressing. It's bluish. What's the Meadows, anyway? Nothing of interest, really. Gorgeous music, that's all. If you are specifically talking about the sort of metaphysics of fiction, the kind of thing I was talking about, the two biggest names in the field would definitely be Peter Van Inwagen, who is who has the creationist account, that we create fictional things and that they are in some sense real in the same way that God creates. It's basically the sort of Tolkienian subcreation account, but he parses it out in somewhat different ways. So there's that, which I think is pretty good. And then of course you have Meinon, who is, I believe, a Chinese philosopher. whose approach is radically different. Oh, I really shouldn't have done that. That sucked. Okay, shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. Wildfire!
Violence.
Heavy, huh? That works. Rush. I don't like that.
Your turn to dance.
I can't dodge that. Okay, cool. Adam says, though, the more I think about it, the field of literary criticism is basic literature as seen through different philosophical lenses. Kind of. I think that maybe is fair. I wouldn't say, though, that it's specifically philosophical, right? The field of literary criticism is really its own field with its own rules and its own. No, I don't want to do that. Good weakness.
I'm ready. Brace yourselves. Ready to evade. Watch out, Minoko.
Sweetest of battle.
Heavy, huh? Let's stalling punches again. Okay, massive break damage. That's very good.
Chroma is flowing.
And let's mayhem. Can break.
Prepare to meet your
Oh, that's how you do it. That's how you free somebody. I get it. Abyss Wind.
What lovely feet.
Mighty Strike. Double damage if the target is stunned. Hell yeah. Excellent. Yeah, I think looking at literature from a philosophical perspective is different from a philosophical analysis of the fact of or the idea of literature as such, which is what, if we were to call something philosophy of literature, that's what that would mean. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that would be, though. I don't know how that would work. I think it would have to be something like why we do literature, like why do we make literature, and what does it mean? What's its importance to us, and those kinds of questions, which, as far as I kind of understand, are sort of. This is not a fair criticism, but it is those sorts of things are almost avoided in literary criticism. Per se. This is ridiculous. That was max damage. That is low physical damage. That's offensive to me. Let's give it a break damage. Oh yeah. Break again. Okay, never mind. Unnecessary. Visceral. Alright, upgraded Pictos. Nice. Focus around. What does it do? 50% increased damage on rank D. That's not actually that good. 50% increased base attack damage. It's also not good. Rank can't below C. That's not bad. Anyway. Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. Scan for rim. Dark Stain and Consuming Stains deal 50% more damage with skills per active Dark Stain. That's interesting. Base attacks can consume 1 Dark Stain, deal 200% more damage. Dude! That is unbelievable. That's excessively good. I like the cycling thing that Kralum does. But man, no, that is freaking amazing. Okay. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that. That the question of why we do literature is avoided because most literary critics are staunch leftists and existentialists. They just they avoid the question of purpose because they don't believe in it. They don't believe in purpose. Athlum. Double gradient generation on defensive stance. Okay. Yeah, that's actually decent, but no. Rulerum is excellent just because burns. Burn. In defensive stance. Belazum. Over 25 to help when switching to virtuous stance. Yeah. In shell when switching out of virtuous. Yeah. Mylum. Malarum. It's cool look. Oh, it's a katana and everything. Oh man, of course it is. That's Blood Shadow when health is above 80%. Wow. On turn, if stance, will switch to defensive. Okay. Secarum. Virtuose on breaking any shield. That's still really good. Apply burn on self on turn start. No. I don't want that. Nisaro. Monokaro. Upgraded skills deal 30% more damage. That is actually quite nice. Bolaro is tempting. I don't like it because it's really freaking creepy. Oh god. Why upset my professors who said the transcendentals were all subjective? Oh, hey, it's a reason why all my essays in my lit classes were infused with an exploration of the transcendentals, which upset my professors. Yeah, of course it did. Of course it did. The sort of postmodern left doesn't just deny the transcendentals. They are in some sense fundamentally opposed to them, which is to say fundamentally opposed to being. Primarily just because in opposition to the objectivity of the fundamental elements of being, they wind up finding themselves opposed to being as such. Good blink. Let's try Dark Shores. Let's see what this is about. I feel like once in a while I'm going to just kind of step into one of these and just get absolutely fucking flattened the moment I set foot. That's an Everon over there. That's a weird looking one. Oh. This is where we initially got attacked, isn't it? Very interesting. Okay.
Useful.
Okay, that's frightening. Oh, we've drawn their attention. Oh, they's a coming. Oh, their hands. Ooh, their hands. Oh, there's a lot of them, too. Oh, my God.
Perfect.
I want to fight some. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Kind of love Minoka. More color of Lumina. Very useful. Yeah, I'm reasonably certain that, yes, this is, in fact, where we landed. I'm gonna try and fight some of these guys. See what happens.
Blade cut through the blades.
That's a lot of health. Oh my god.
My, what lovely feet.
Let's just go. Let's focus fire right one. This right one.
Sweet taste of battle.
Fury. Oh! Oh! That's not good. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, no. 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 No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I can't do that. No, 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 no. Yeah, no, okay. I understand how we got absolutely frickin' wiped here. Okay, yeah, no. I see how we as an expedition got completely wiped here. I get it. We have leveled up a whole hell of a lot. Oh yes, yay. Let's get out of here, shall we? We've leveled up a hell of a lot since our first landing here, since that opening cutscene at the end of our first stream, and we still stand absolutely no chance against those bastards. None. None whatsoever. Hey. There we go.
Blade cut through the blades.
But I just... There we go. Wow, no damage. That was not a lot of experience, but that's fine. That's fine. They don't actually think we need to go back to Spring Meadows. Is that the... Yeah, that's Abyss Cave, which I already did. Flying Waters. Yeah, Abyss Cave. Yeah, this... Oh, yeah, here's the little path. This lets me bypass Flying Waters. Okay, cool. Alright. There's not much more to do side quest-wise. I'm probably... I mean, that's not true. There are tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of silly little mini-bosses just floating around. But... am I going to be able to beat them? Maybe. I could check this out. I don't know. You know what I'm going to try? I am going to actually try and do the, Serene. Which is the easier one? I forget. I'm going to have to bother, I'm going to have to pester, what's his name? Michael. That's it. Michael. How could I forget? That was rude of me. Sorry, Michael. If you wind up watching. All right. Well, let's just swim over that direction, shall we? And yeah. Shall we? Can I swim from over here? Maybe. No. Darn. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Be that way.
Let us get wet.
See, look. There's a thing up there floating. Tell you what. I'm also going to swim over to the monolith so we can actually take a look at it. Because I looked at it off stream. It's imposing. It is imposing. And the barrier that it was talking about is very apparent. It is extremely apparent. Okay, so I didn't go that way. Okay. Nothing interesting here.
Let us get wet.
God, there's still several upgrades for SKA. I know there's at least 2. There's diving and then there's flying. I fucking hate that. That's going to be one of the bosses that we're going to do next week. Right? Yeah, visages. That's deeply unpleasant. There's another gestural thing over there. That's very clearly gestural stuff. Right? At least I think. Yeah, something like that. I probably have to fly to get over to get up there. I tried out this little thing too, the crows, right here. It's a pretty cool boss, but it's kind of tough. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it just yet. Okay. Now the other thing to do is over here. The other sort of next boss to tackle is this one right over here, this arena sort of thing. Siren. Is it Siren or is it Sirene? I don't exactly know what the pronunciation of that would be. Adam's over got me at them. And now this is the monolith. You see the paintress there? She's right there. It's so big that we can't even see the number anymore. Alright, I want to try something. I shouldn't. But I want to try just going through here. Just literally swimming through. And seeing if I get a non-standard game over. What?
This looks similar to Lumiere's shield dome. Maybe we can just cross it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Why would you try that?
I'm telling you, we can't. Axons first. It's okay. You'll be fine. You want to try again?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I dig it. We actually got a cutscene. We got a, hey, don't try that again cutscene. Which, yeah. Let's see what's he got. Double braid, I already got it. Pure, I already got it. So, alright. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go to camp. Let's see what camp stuff there is to do, and then I think I'll wrap it up for the night. It might be a little early, so a bit of a short one, but I think the next thing we're going to do, really, is our big mini-boss fights. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mongier. We'll bring Noko back.
I know.
I'm ready. Just say the word.
When the time is right. After we've settled this.
Oh, okay.
Ready for the Axons? Of course you are.
I'm mad.
Esky.
I'm stinking mad.
About Noko.
That was mean. I thought he cared. Renoir's not being Renoir.
He's not. I know, buddy. I'm mad too. Lune. Okay. We'll talk later then.
Yeah, that was standoffish.
All these years and you've never defeated an Axon?
They're kind of tough.
And do you think our chances are close to zero?
I didn't think you cared about odds.
Lune and I have less than a year. But Mayel's different.
That is a big difference. Let me see. Did I increased difficulty back up, right? Yeah, I'm in expedition. Okay, that's what I thought. Just making sure I wasn't just like playing on easy mode and thinking it was medium, thinking it was normal. That would hurt my confidence a little bit. Hey, what do you got? Hey, what's up, my kids? Reward. Oh, Sastro Cook Extraordinaire. Developed a trick to break these weird textured things. Let me teach it to you. Oh, though? Really? Paint break. Paint spikes can sometimes block your path. Excuse me. You can now attack them. You can now destroy them by attacking with R button, revealing hidden paths with unexpected challenges and rewards. Dude! Also, a new outfit unlocked. Another new outfit unlocked. 3 colors of Lumina. Dude! I didn't even realize that. And 6 of my 9 lost gestural so far. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Progress. I honestly, I should have realized that was a thing with those things sitting around all over the place. Okay, Expedition Resources. I have a bunch of colors of blue now. Let's just pop them up to 70. Why not? What about our weapons? Anything else I need to... I really, really, really need to update? Oh, that's actually tempting, but I cannot... Can I get it up to 20? It's massive increased damage. I'm going to wait for most of these. A big damage boost. He has a problem with damage. Yeah, why not? Alright, I don't know what to do with her still. Alright. Okay. Let's call it there for now. Let's see if there's anything to do at the campfire. Defeat the 2 Axons on their respective islands to forge a weapon able to pierce the monolith barrier. What do you want to bet? I believe that I'm guessing this is the Pictos that lets you deal more, let you go over the 99.99 max damage. That's my guess. Let's actually equip us some Luminous, shall we? Auto Rush is really tempting. What can I get out of that'll do? Walking shots? And revived. Increase break damage and base attack. Okay, no, that's actually quite good. Breaking counter. Just increase break damage and counter attack. No, that's actually quite good. No, what I should do... Hold on. What I should do... is figure out which Pictos I don't have as luminous. And maybe off stream I'll go and grind out some more luminous. I mean, the good ones at least. I rush when falling below 50%. I have that one. I have that one. I have that one. First offensive. Damage dealt and take it. Maybe. I have that one. Longer powerful. That's actually not bad, but I don't actually apply powerful very much. I want to use that. Protecting heal. Healing now applies shell for 1 turn. That's tempting. That's tempting. It's only 5 Lumina points. Combo attack. Critical vulnerability. 25 increased critical chance on defenseless enemies. That's not bad. Longer shell. I don't do that much. Perilous parry. That's tempting. That is tempting. revive energy, revive tint energy. I don't use revive tints. I should. Maybe I should. With how much my my guys go down, that might actually be useful. Auto shell. Returns on battle start. That's not bad. That might be worth getting. Breaking shots. Same. Same. Breaking counter. Death bomb. That's not bad too. 1 AP on base attack. Mark targets deal 30 last bit. Tempting. For strike. Healing tint energy. Healing tints also give 1 AP. Ooh. Ooh. And there's only 1? Oh man, I should take that. SOS power. Shared care. Or strike. Teamwork. When all allies are alive, extra damage. That's not bad. That's actually quite tempting. Plus 1 AP. Healing energized start. Or energized start plus 1. It's just a lower version of the same one I have. Energized start 3. Why is it 3? Why is it 3? I don't understand. Why does it cost 15 Lumina points? Augmented aim. Aim damage. Breaker, healing mark. Oof. Burning mark. Roulette. That's the gambling one, isn't it? Tries to jump. Start, exposing attacks, no boost. Marking shot, marking reward, staggering. Burn, cleansing tint, dead energy, empowering attack. Okay, yeah. I might actually just grind these out. Off stream. If I have the time. We'll see. I might not. I don't know. I'll think about it. I may or may not actually have the time to do that. We'll see. But yeah, I think, yeah, unless there was more we really desperately need to talk about, I'm going to call it there. I will say, though, I did just record an interview with Philip Hero, an old Facebook friend of mine who's another Catholic libertarian, as it so happens. Not that odd a combination, if you ask either of us. But we just recorded an interview which went for a few hours. I think it was like getting close to 3 hours by the time we were done with it. On the topic of distributism, and essentially a sort of joint critique, giving it its due and trying to be as charitable as possible, but while still pointing out its very serious flaws, both historical, magisterial, and philosophical. So expect that to come probably over this weekend at some time. That is to come. I've also got some other videos that are some recorded, some planned, some in the process of editing, yada yada yada, that are coming up. So keep an eye out. More things are happening on the channel. Certainly look forward to them. I do also want to start doing some more of the reaction type content stuff. Maybe to Cosmic Skeptic's interrogation of Justin, the Catholic Answers AI. That might be a fun one. So I'll think about that. You guys think about it as well. I will see you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you guys next week. Don't forget, Holy Day of Obligation tomorrow. So I will see you at Mass, whether physically, probably not, but certainly spiritually. I'll be in Mass, and so will you. For the Feast of the Ascension? It's Feast of the Ascension, right? Right? Oh gosh, I should know this. It's a Marian feast. It's a Marian feast. Anyway, either way, go to Mass, and I'll see you there. Maybe not physically, but I'll see you there anyway. Anyway, thanks for joining me tonight. I'll see you guys next time. I had a wonderful evening. I hope you did too. This is a fun one. We are going to get back into some, hopefully at least, get back into some actual doing of stuff, plot, game stuff next week. That is also going to apply to Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're going to finish up the stuff at the camp, and then move on a little bit to a few more things in Kuttenberg before we actually advance the real plot, probably the following week. So that's coming up. So thank you again. I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful evening, and remember, don't be safe, be well, and more importantly, be good. Good night.